there'll be a lot of that I won't say the rest of it, from many of these teams when it comes to these final kills, trying to get it done on our last game for Group A and our last day of PUBG Europe Contenders for this group. They will be waiting and waiting to see what goes on next week in Group B as well, which you guys certainly won't want to miss. And here it is, the scoreboard. Oh dear, Besiktas, they've dropped off so massively. They've not even made it within the top 10 every game so far. We need a home jumping back up and saving themselves a little bit here. K23 though, LXG, you've got a long way to go, boys. Unless you get a huge win, you are not going to be taking down Besiktas. So we could potentially have our full team 8 here, which is Zen, No Tag Team, Avangar, Northern Lights, We Need a Home, Riddle, Gamerlegion, and Besiktas.
It's crazy to me how Besiktas have fallen from 4th down to 8th, but it's just because these 3 teams, We Need a Home, Riddle, and Gamerlegion, have put up massive changes and done so damn well today.
Besiktas started off with a 12th place, then went on to an 8th place, not mad amounts of kills of it, and then just on the last game we're 11th place. So it has been a tough day.
K23 and LXG, one of them need a win and then some. A win with 18 kills. And Besiktas has to go out.
Nothing.
Yeah. I mean, they have done nothing 2 games in a row.
It's actually a valid point.
That's not true because they did get kills, obviously. But yeah, in order for this to get changed now, K23 or LXG, 18 kill wins. That's gonna be it's gonna be difficult. But I'm in for it. I'm in for it. I'll make a bit of a wager. I'll say, you know what, there's a chance. We've seen things happen before that has been similarly crazy. K23 had a 14 kill win on day 1 of Miramar, the first game on Miramar actually overall. LXG has had a win on here as well with, I believe, 11 kills. So just add a few to him and you got yourself a 8th place spot. Take it for granted that Besiktas don't do anything.
It's crazy on its own. Crazy.
Can we finish off with the island circle just for the memes of this? Not the memes of the group, because obviously the group isn't a meme. Just the circles that we've seen on Miramar. I feel like a Rankle, they were pretty fair to a certain extent for this group. I think we only had 1 military game to finish things off, and then just overall, I mean, these games on Miramar, the circles have just been absolutely brutal.
Do you know, we've had 2 weeks of circles that have been brutal. The Group B had a tough time for them. They were obviously playing Erangel, then Miramar swapping it on the days because of what happened with Group A. Obviously, we've had it this way. So I can't believe this is 32 matches in. Oh my dear God. What is going on? This is not, this is just like, if you're any team up north now, you're saying, sod this.
We're getting a Los Hijos ending. Could you imagine? Just ends on the island. Just to say, you know,
that's
what,
a troll face ice cream as well. Perfection
ice cream
for what we've just had. My oh my.
This group in good circles
doesn't happen.
That is not a thing. It's not a thing. And even when the circles, I mean, even when you have games, we had the previous one where the circle is kind of around power grid. We were thinking, oh, this is going to be one of those somewhat center. You can do something with this kind of circle, sort of games. And then all of a sudden, it just hard shifts down south, and you go like, oh my God, we're actually going into Picado now. And then when everyone goes to Picado, it's like, no, we're not. We're just messing it up even again. So even in the circles that are centering up, things get brutal. But of course, I mean, one of the things with this one is that, I mean, at least they're used to it. So, good luck journeying down south in game 32 of 32.
I feel bad for these teams. At the beginning,
hardened. They'll be hardened for the tournaments to come, James.
Hardened? They might actually have like PTSD by the end of it.
They'll just quit gaming.
We sat there going, I can't think about these circles anymore. I can't handle this.
Mom, I was doing my exam yesterday and all I could think about was the bad circles on Miramar.
Dude, it is just super rough. Like,
yeah.
These are some of the wildest circles we've had. Yes, you had a better plane this time, but even then, super south now. Zen, Seekorg, Northern Lights, all going to be happy, but they would even have to work their way down further south now towards the beach, or just maybe stick to their position, depending on how much they want to fight for these teams coming down.
In all fairness, the 2 teams that are currently the furthest away from the circle are LXG and arguably K23. So they just got to start harvesting now. They just got to start driving down, start killing everyone, and win the game. That's the plan. That is the schedule for this match.
And we need LXG and K23 to get killed.
That's what I'm saying.
So the benefit for them is just start killing everyone now.
I mean, you're going to be on the edge no matter what, right? So you're just going to gonna start killing forehead. Just kill 18 players.
No problem. Easy, happens every game.
Yep. I mean, it does. 64 or 63 people tend to die every game, so 18 is not that hard.
I love
It's
it.
just not by one team. In any case.
How many of them games have we had so far?
Yeah, Quizzy. Hi, Cynics.
Oh, dear.
Good night, Cynics.
Quizzy getting himself at least an opening kill here. No problems at all with this one. And there is going to be no defense coming in for Insidegames. But their days are numbered anyway. And Quizzy, hey, yes, my brother. Yeah, you tell him. You show him, punk. You're like, you mess with me?
Wow.
I'm Quizzy.
I like how he took the nade out, and then he's sort of like, no, you don't waste the nade on this, Quizzy.
Like,
It's too
you
important.
ain't worth this. You are not
You
worth
can do
this.
your emotes, you can do your memes and your BMing, but you don't use a nade on this.
Quizzy, man, he is stunting on these guys.
I mean,
out here.
they have been fighting for. I mean, in all fairness, it's Insidegames who's been not forcing, I guess, but it's Insidegame who made it so the Northern Lights left Los Leones. So for them to come back in and say, we will reclaim what was once ours. That's a good move.
Sometimes that's what you need, right? Go outside for a bit, take a breather, and then say, come to reclaim what's mine.
Yes, sir. That is the play to make now with the circle. As far south as it is, and Los Leones once again going to be playing a factor in these rotations coming in for multiple of these teams. I am looking forward to see Avangar. Far out east, they'll be fighting Besiktas, and they'll both go out in like 16th and 12th place. And then, and then the western side, I mean, it's already rather empty. The thing is that we had Zoekt Een Naam, they were looting on the eastern side, right? They were looting in Porto Paraíso. Sometimes they've gone Del Mar, plane dependent, we all know that stuff. But there's not really anyone pushing in from the west, and I'm looking for LXG. Take that tourney all the way alongside El Pozo, down to Del Mar, and come in from there.
And that's one thing we have seen from NXG is some of those smart rotations when they do get the rough circles. So if they can do it this time around when they certainly need it, but they will need to come alive and activate a bit earlier in terms of kills.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? We have seen them get kills in the games where they've been doing good. They've just been later in the game, and I mean, up until this point, it's been all right because it hasn't really been a big deal. And Perfectix, of course, not really getting the
Slippy.
Slippy. Hello, doink.
There we go.
Fatality. Gets them taken down and out. 62 players left in the game, so Northern Lights, they got to BM, but they get BM'd in the end.
Jubesig trying to run away over the terrain as Besiktas rail on bullets towards him. Katurkan's under pressure as well, finds himself knocked down. So it doesn't matter where the Wildcats go, there's multiple teams around them, and they are just having fights and engagements.
They are driving from Bicado straight down into the middle of the circle. So, I mean, if they were trying to do this rotation, not expecting people to shoot at them, then I'd say, do you even VODs, bro? Because because there tend to be a lot of people in these areas of the map in these sort of circles.
Gamerlegion, they're not done yet though, but the Wildcats are going to try and claw back against them, but is it going to be possible, or is it just worth ducking out of this and saying this is not the time to fight? We've already lost one man, and they've got a good position on us here.
Might want to consider trying to see if they can find somewhere to lay low. The thing is, they've already kind of made their way into the jaws of the beast, and now I don't know exactly where they can lay low.
Just drive, keep driving.
Just drive.
Just go forward.
Yep. Just keep on going until the sun comes up, and then hopefully you'll see a circle going your direction. Powerful. They're under fire. Riddle and them, they're scoring off against one another. We see Besiktas taking some shots down towards No Tag Team as well.
That's nice.
Sensen gets flushed out there. There's not a whole lot more to it. And once again, I mean, Powerful. Speaking of teams that have been getting kills today, they've got a 7-kill and an 8-kill game back-to-back, and they have yet to get placement points today, I think.
Yeah, they've been on a whole like, okay, if we're not going to qualify, you know what we're going to do? We're going to make sure that we can show up and show people this is why the future does things, this is why we are a good team. As Simsy does connect the first few shots, can't get the rest done. Will BCGG survive? And yes, he will. He backs away. Simsy gets in his car, and he's like, shall I just go on the hunt now?
Yeah, I mean the highlight clips they don't show what plays you got in the tournament, right? So if you just get enough kills now that you can't win anyway, then maybe at least you can put together a highlight reel.
Make that highlight video, right? With all the kids on the comments going, this guy's so sick, and then everyone else is like, well, they didn't play
But
very
they got
highly.
14, so yeah.
Smash trying to get the job done, but firing back is going to be Forze. Higgy, they're trying to save his teammate, but it's not going to work out. Higgy's tapping away and he's getting the job done.
To anyone saying, Toby, what, because I get this question sometimes, what is the big competitive difference between Miramar and Erangel? What you saw right there, clip it. It's 5 seconds of one guy standing still and shooting at one guy, and as soon as he does that, another guy, boom, just shoots in the head from the other side. You can never be safe when you're standing still and shooting. And even when you shoot, that's why you wonder. But this guy is just standing in the open, but he's constantly leaning left, right, left, right. How does that make sense? It only makes it harder for him to shoot. He does it because he knows that somewhere 800 meters away, there's a guy with a sniper that is lining up a shot on him.
Oh my god!
Are we actually going out there?
No.
What? Oh my, no.
Okay, this is crazy because we've got LXG still rotating on the west. K23 are coming in as well. Grag's got there on his own.
LXG.
Now he's meeting up with the rest of them. And LXG now are going to have this position to say, well, actually, this could work out massively for us. We could be the first team on the island, potentially. Zen are looking for it, but they're going more to the shoreline for now.
Imagine if this game does go down to the island. It's not guaranteed yet that it will. And LXG gets to sit in bridge camp and gets the kills they need to win the game. Could you imagine? That would be absolutely absurd. Now, the thing is here, how hard do you commit to the island at this point? Because if it does shift back to the mainland, which there's a pretty good chance it will, I don't see there being a chance that you can get back there.
Sod it, just commit. Doesn't matter. Try it. Let's make it happen.
Make a decision and commit to it.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to roll the dice, right?
That
risk
is
it
true.
for a chocolate biscuit or risk it for the island. And the island could be where LXG see themselves getting into this top 8. It's still a possibility.
The structure, the plan for success will be determined after we see most likely the next circle. K23, they've already agreed on what they're planning on doing. They are indeed headed down the island. So Zoekt Een Naam and K23 out here together. But as you can see, Zoekt Een Naam under pressure as Page didn't quite manage to make it that far.
Easy finish off. And Seekorg, today's been better from them. Yesterday was all right as well. But it's still not the Seekorg we love and know. Things are not working out. It's obviously a more stacked contenders lobby in this as Bjorn looking to do some further damage here onto the Zen players who are sat on the bridge at the moment. They're going to be chilling. Vansky's made his way across and they are stopping everyone from getting onto this.
If this circle does go to the island, that would just mean the living hell out of this group. I mean, that would just really solidify the fact that circles just have not been in the making of sense in this group at all. Absolutely insane second shift that we get here. And everyone's like, what are we even? I mean,
yeah.
we know the eastern island circles, but the southern island circles, that's like we're just like in the in-game leaders.
Have you ever had
through.
a southern circle game?
I've had them end over by the prison on the west, like the bigger island on the west. But this small one here, nope, never ever seen it. Never ever seen it.
The first for everything. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, the western island I've had before. I even think that we casted it together actually one time, but that's a while back. But this one, nope, not at all.
I'm old. My brain don't work that well.
That is fair. A solid 6 months old. You're older than me.
Yep.
Yep. My brain doesn't work either, though, so that's fine.
That's why we work so well
Doesn't have
together.
anything
We
to do
never
with
know what's
age.
happening. We just watch, we see, we enjoy, we VOD.
So many players around, and honestly, if you're any in-game leader in this situation, you have not got a plan for what you're about to do.
I love this in Futbolist. This is what you want to do.
Send a guy miles out in the water, get some shoreline control, and then you have one out there in case you should go across.
If it all goes down the pan, they've got an option at least, and that's what it's all about.
Makes perfect sense. Now we'll see, though, what's going to happen here. Furax is trying to deliver some damage from across, and now circle, where are we going? There's a chance. There's a chance. Oh my freaking god. No, you've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me, James. This is absolutely insane. We're witnessing history right now, guys. I don't think we've ever had a competitive game of PUBG end on this island before.
K23, Zen, and LXG are all very close to this as well. LXG didn't go and opt to go all the way across. Obviously, it can still go away from them, but there is still a lot here to work with.
What do you do?
It's like we're fighting in the sea and
we
sand.
got 8 players. We got 8 players on the island. Everyone else will just have to look to get over here. I don't even know how. who knows about the boat spawns down here? Who knows where they are? If they are there, are they taken already? Yes, most likely. Are you even gonna get across if you jump into a boat now?
LXG have got on a boat.
They're gonna come in and they're gonna blow up.
Oh no, Forze is ready for it. They're spraying away. Krista knocks
no
out
way.
Fuse out of it. And this is nice. Quizzy on his game. LXG out in 16th. Their dreams are crushed. They have no way of getting further through of it. Nice job coming out though, but Futbolist will be the next ones going out.
K23, had they got themselves 4 kills there, that could have been their dreams and hopes, because they are across with Zoekt Een Naam. Okay, so this, for those of you guys who don't know, the next circle here has to exclude as much water as possible off of 30 circles generated. So that's why sometimes you see, oh, it could have gone further, but that's because one of those 30 circles weren't completely on the edge, right? So 30 circles will be generated, and then the one that has the least water in it will be selected. And I'm not seeing a circle where it goes back on the mainland now, because there will inevitably be more landmass and less water out on the island, right? There has to be.
Yeah.
There has to be. So unless if it takes a circle like this, you can't see what I'm doing, but like where the southwestern part will be Zoekt Een Naam, and it goes here, so it's only the canal that's in, because there'll be more water all the way around the island, then it must go to the island, I would say. We'll see, though. We'll see. Seems like half the teams haven't really hardly committed to it yet, and there's so many players. I don't get how we're still 41 players alive either. Look at the amount of landmass these guys have to maneuver around on. They have absolutely no room, and everyone is shooting at one another. And there's no system to it as well. Just everybody shooting at everybody right now. It's a full chaos game. Like just Wild Wild West.
The Wild Wild West.
It is. Island. It pretty much.
Haven't got lost 2 straight off the bat there.
Look
And
at
that's
how
been a
many
max
people
also
up there.
split.
Does it go? Oh,
Bruxelles.
Spots out Simsi. Good night, Simsi.
Easy one for him to pick up, and no return fire coming in. He'll get away with that one at least for now.
There's a chance that it could go just on the bridge. I don't know at this
Oh
point.
my god.
Crazier things. I want to say crazier things has happened, but the thing is, the next circle now doesn't have to go on land, so it could actually still shift back north.
Oh god, don't say that. Riddle go down next in 13th.
This game is, I mean, we're 15 minutes in and we've already lost half our teams, or half our players.
Because they don't know where to go or what to
There
do.
is
Max
nowhere
was
to go.
swimming. He's like just chilling. He's like, this is my best hope. Nade's coming out to Norcus if that lands as well. Oh god.
If you're K23 right now,
Ooh, that did damage.
if you're K23 right now, you just have to harvest. You really need to land some shots now, and a lot of them too.
Seekorg up at 10
already
kills.
has 10 kills. What the hell is going on?
They love the chaos. They love the
They're
madness.
just sitting down here in the house, and they're shooting at everyone on the beach. They're like reverse DJing this one. You guys want to go to the water? Like Dunkirking this one. You want to go to the water? We'll just sit and take you out before you get there.
Madness unfolding. 29 players alive. 16 minutes into the game. Still 12 teams, but a lot of teams have had players picked apart. We now start to restrict the area, and this move across the beach is not going to be easy. The shoreline is heavily contested, as is the bridge itself. And then they've been trying to hold people off. They've got K23 though that can swarm around them. And Max is all still on his own, still swimming, soon making it in.
This is so entertaining. Sunset does go down. Northern Lights try to do something. It's just one player remaining. Okay, Pro has Ostrolovak right behind him too. I mean, I don't even... It's a tricky situation to be in for all these teams, and I'm really glad to see them actually try and make some sort of sense of it. Because they try, obviously. They try. It's just, it's so hard to know what to do when you have everyone around you in an area where you rarely ever, if never, get to finish a game.
Northern Lights 12.
All of a sudden, things are falling apart for Seekorg as well, but they did get themselves 10 kills, of course. Not that it matters at this point, but a lot of kills has come their way. So
Bragging rights.
Of
That's
course,
what it
of course. You remember that tricky game? We got 10 kills. Now we got 11. Maybe 12?
Oh, Slippy Zerg got to be careful. Plays it well around the car.
No.
He will get the job done, and Seekorg are going out in 11th.
Got themselves double digits anyway, though, so good game for them. But of course, we do know what the scores are overall so far. Gamerlegion will go down as well, and K23 still sitting on the positive side of things. We're reaching a point soon in which they won't have a chance to get it
No
now.
tag team will only get the 9th place in there. This has been something that can only be described as maximum frustration for a lot of teams.
Yeah.
Pure chaos and a whirlwind that no one really knows how to deal with just yet.
Slovak is a clear proof of what we're witnessing right now. Just I don't want to go down there, but I kind of feel like I have to.
The inevitable.
We're 18 minutes in. We're 18 minutes into the game, and we have 15 players alive.
You know how I like to keep track of which teams have been eliminated? I've just been lost between like 11th and 8th because so many teams just went out. And I'm like, yep, great, my list is screwed.
Please go back north. Just for the sake of finishing off on a high note.
Do you want the team to really hate you, Toby?
just for the entertainment aspect of things.
The fact that
We're here for content games.
Yes, we are. The fact that Maxazor and Ghost Star are just in the southern part of this island now. They swam across. No one's looking for them.
This is the first. We didn't get our Eastern Island circles. The game debated us to those Eastern Islands so many times, and then it came back and said, you know what, Toby and James, I'll make up for you. I'll make it up. And then they gave us this one to finish things off. 4 solos left.
K2-3, got 1 kill, looking for a second. T-Bone steals it away though.
What?
Zen, who don't need any more kills, will just upset K2-3 a little bit more here.
In all fairness, as crazy as things have been here, K23, if there was any chance of them to get a billion-point game, then this would probably have been the one, given that they actually made their way over to the island early. They just never positioned for kills the way that Zoekt Een Naam did, for example. They played it safe, and I mean, yeah, they only have 1 kill so far, despite being on the correct side of the water, I guess you can say.
They're not landing the long-distance shots as Maxazor. Is he going to go and grab himself the crate? I think he is.
Why not?
I love this guy.
Why not?
Do it.
He's been swimming, what, let's say 1.5 kilometers already anyway, right? What's another 200 meters?
It's like, no one's going to be here. I'll wait for it. This is worth it. T-Bone landing the shots, getting the job done. Can he get them down? He's got nades if he wants to try and work that, and Page has got one pinned and ready. He's going to fire it off towards them, so they can only do so much from this position. The nades come out, and Forze are under pressure. They are in trouble.
They will have a hard time crossing over here, that's for sure. We see Page. Nades thrown forward. Are they going to go fire? No, just exactly stays alive.
By the way, Maxwell got MK14.
Why not? I mean,
this is brilliant.
Hickey and Griska in the water. They try to throw some smokes to make sure that the Zoekt Een Naam players didn't spot them, but I'm pretty sure that Vasco saw bodies rolled on in.
Yeah, they are ready for it straight away. They're like, cool, where will we see them?
Wait,
Anytime
we have
soon?
Sampeak alive still as well. I did not know this.
Yeah, he jumped in like just before the next circle popped in.
Oh yeah, that
He threw his car
true.
in and jumped out.
Yeah, that is true.
But he can't fight in there now, so you're just chilling, mate. You're just waiting out. You're going, oh, there's more people down here. What?
You should be able to like instead of fighting, just like go on top of each other and force each other under the water. Blop 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 blop. That should be a thing.
Dunk them and strangle them.
He drowns, and this is where you activate all chatting. You're like, so what are you feeling for? What do you think about this match? How did that go for you?
we made top 8 at least, guys. Be happy.
This is. I mean, as much as I hate it, as much does it just kind of really, really put a dot on the whole adventure that this group has been on in Miramar. It's just been crazy circles throughout the entire week.
Like, you could not get a worse ending for the last game, which matters so much to many teams. Fours finally go down. Zambeek is next to drown out, and it is not going to be very pretty. Insidegames out in 5th.
I'll put it this way. I mean, had it been closer, because now we have 17, like 18 kill games for teams to even make it in. Had there been a team that had maybe like 5 points, 6 points, or maybe one of those 11, 12 points where they need a good win, but it's doable, and then they get stuff like this happen where like, you know what, the game just really didn't want us to qualify.
Yeah.
Then they would be unfortunate, but because to a certain extent the result was kind of already written, then I feel like this is just a fun way to end things off.
For K2-3, though, they will be thinking they should have taken a more central position early on here, because Zen have got the kills they would have wanted, right? Zen are up at 8 kills, they're probably looking for more. K2-3, they're going to go and find old Ghost Star out. That means that Powerful are down in 4th place, but a respectable play from him. He swam his little legs as fast as he could, and he got the job done. But Zen now have to be careful, because K2-3 got some high ground over him.
Yeah, I think that's the best placement that Powerful has gotten in Miramar so far.
Yeah, they've had a good few days with Miramar. Today's been really good for Powerful overall, so yeah, happy days for them. Nade's going over the top though, and Zen do have to be careful. Maxwell's just hearing this and going, cool, no problem. I'll just wait.
He's going to catch it. Ooh, he is, and it's going to take him down to about 20% HP. I'll see if he can stay put though. As Momino has a good backside position. You can see all the nades comes over.
Such good play already from both these teams and how they're trying to do this engagement.
Evan, guys in a car.
Why not? Sit in the back seat, chill out for a bit, relax, let this fight go on. And this fight will go on. They're trying to play the long distance a bit here, and Mamino's able to do so much damage from afar. Ivor will now be aware of this, and he tries to land the shot, isn't able to connect it the first one. Oh no, Brad! He starts to move. Ivor will just come in and finish him off. This is a blunder coming out from K23, and Zen, they capitalize on it.
This is absolute madness. I mean, to have an ending like this, you have two four-man teams fighting each other, and then the last player just chilling in the backseat of a vehicle waiting things out. Just goes to show the chaos that we've been through. T-Bone now down as well. K23, they're really doing everything they can here. Now just 2 players alive.
The fact they've been able to keep 2 alive is huge, though. More damage coming out to... Wait,
Did
his teammate
Mamino
shot him!
just shoot
Mamino
him?
shot him! No! This is not how it's done, Mamino! You're in a good position!
What is this match? He's
Max's left
sneaking
the
up
car,
with a
though.
pan.
Oh,
Maxisor is sneaking with a pan up towards Mumino.
Why not? At this point, he was already chilling in the car, he listened to some rap music, he got a little bit aggressive, and now he's like, cool, I'm going to pan someone to death.
People are embracing the chaos as well as we are. Page gets himself a finish off, or at least a knockdown on towards Dessa. Mumino gets spotted out
shots. Oh, he's hanging on. The spray's coming out. Mamino's doing the best he can, but he's taking so much damage in K23. They are going to be going out in 3rd place.
How does Maxisor get 2nd place this game? I am beyond bewildered by everything that's happened.
Oh yes,
since
Maxisor, give us it. Give us
He's
something.
going on the bike now. He's going to drive into the blue, isn't he?
11. Oh no, wait. That's a tree, mate.
Is he just going to drive into the blue, or is he just going to troll?
We're even getting chance shots to come in.
Everyone's embracing the stupidity. I like it.
Maxisor
He does have
is
an
on
MK. I'm
point.
gonna say he does have an MK14,
Yeah, he got
and
that from
Zoekt
the-
Een Naam lost a 3v2 yesterday,
He got that from the supply drop.
and they got 3v1'd by Genso earlier. I'm just saying. I mean, even though for now it's just pride. Oh, he has the pan out because he wants them to fight for a pan, but they're not gonna do that.
They're not
Zoekt Een Naam are
listening.
too pro for that. He's not even gonna give it to them. He's just gonna die to the blue, and that, guys, is gonna. This is the strangest thing I've seen in a long time. But Zoekt Een Naam, 2 wins on the day, though. Gotta give them kudos that they really managed to embrace the chaos and find the thin line through the devil's path to the most meme-worthy contenders game there's ever been.
That was the most insane ending we've ever had. That circle, obviously, is just crazy for the teams to deal with. Zen, K23, they put themselves up there early on. They took the risk, right? Because it still could have shifted away from them. So if we look at it properly, it could have gone badly for them.
It could.
But they chose this decision. It ended up working out for him. Maxisor, he was just swimming, having a laugh, being a bit of a lad, like listening to some music in the car, sat in the back seat. It's like having a quick drink reel every now and again, just saying, I'll wait for this to happen. Then runs away with his pan, and then no one wants to play pan fight with